In the heart of the flourishing Wassoulou Empire, amid the grandeur of its thriving courts, the legendary warrior Samori Touré first caught sight of Sitan Mory. It was a time of prosperity where tradition met innovation, and Samori's presence was that of a rising leader, both feared and revered. But on this day, it was not a battle strategy or conquest that occupied his mind. It was her. Sitan Mory was not just beautiful. She carried herself with a quiet strength that commanded respect. Her dark eyes gleamed with intelligence, and her graceful movements spoke of an inner power, a strength equal to that of any warrior. She was dressed in the finest garments of the empire, vibrant colors reflecting her noble heritage. Yet there was an air of humility that drew Samori in. As their eyes met across the royal courtyard, a silent understanding passed between them. This was no ordinary encounter. In that moment, the seeds of an extraordinary partnership were planted, one that would be tested by war and strengthened by love. As the fires of conflict began to consume the Wassoulou Empire, Samori and Sitan's bond only deepened. Their love was forged in the heat of battle, not in the safety of palaces. Sitan was no mere consort. She was a warrior in her own right, though her battles were fought with words of wisdom and acts of courage. At Samori's side, she stood firm, offering counsel when needed and comfort in the darkest hours. Together they strategized, planned, and fought for the survival of their people. In their private moments, away from the scrutiny of the court, they spoke of their dreams for the empire. Samori's vision of a free and united Africa was one Sitan shared, and she supported him in every decision, every risk. Their love was not one of fleeting passion, but of deep respect and shared purpose. Every battle won was a victory for their love, and every loss only served to strengthen their resolve to stand by each other no matter the cost. The fires of war might rage around them, but their bond was an unbreakable shield. The relentless tide of war soon demanded a price from even the strongest of bonds. As the battles intensified, Samori and Sitan were forced into long and painful separations. The French forces loomed ever closer, and Samori knew that to protect his empire, he had to be on the front lines. Sitan, meanwhile, took on the role of a leader in his absence, managing the affairs of the empire with the same strength and wisdom that had drawn Samori to her. Their separation was filled with an agonizing sense of longing. Letters carried their love across the vast distances between them, filled with words of hope and promises of reunion. But even as they spoke of their love, both knew that each letter could be their last. The strain of leadership, the constant threat of death, and the weight of responsibility hung over every word. And yet, through the distance, their love endured. It was the beacon that guided them through the darkest nights, the promise that gave them the strength to continue the fight. In the end, even the fiercest love could not stop the relentless advance of the French forces. The Wassoulou Empire fell, and Samori Touré was captured, his reign brought to a tragic end. Sitan Mory, too, faced her own trials, forced into exile far from the land she once ruled beside her husband. The fall of the empire was not just a political defeat. It was the shattering of a dream that they had built together, a legacy of hope and strength that they had fought so hard to preserve. Yet even in defeat, their love remained unbroken. Samori Touré, in the dark confines of his prison cell, still thought of Sitan. The memory of her strength and grace was his only comfort in those final days, a reminder of the love that had sustained him through so many battles. Sitan, too, carried the memory of their love with her into exile, a love that had not been defeated, even if their empire had been. Their story was one of passion, sacrifice, and unyielding loyalty, a love that could not be conquered even by the might of an empire. Thank you for watching today. I'm making new videos every day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more historical love stories.